Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and in this video I'd like to give you a guide for level 15 Kefka Escalation Challenge. Kefka is weak to all three elements, but fire isn't needed here, and you need both ice and lightning because Kefka will have two elemental gauges that you have to deplete, and you also absolutely have to bring something to debuff his elemental resistances because he will keep buffing them. And other than this, magic defense buffs and higher magic defense stats because Kefka is immune to attack debuffs and he'll keep attacking you with only magic attacks. And Kefka's Forsaken attack deals fixed 12,000 damage, so that means it's the minimum HP that you need to have, but his other attacks are weaker, meaning that you can have around 13,000 HP and you don't need to boost it further. But 13,000 HP with at least 1200 magic defense is the minimum and you should be fine. And there's also a sigil phase and a combined sigil phase, so you can just equip two sigils on your 2 DPS characters in boost slots and they'll easily break it on their own, and you can have your healer debuffing elemental resistance or healing. But this battle is a DPS race, and after you break his ice gauge, Kefka will start charging Greater Light of Judgment, and this attack will kill you, so you have to defeat him before he manages to cast it. For level 15 Kefka, I switched Zack for Tifa, who is now Ice DPS, Cloud is Lightning DPS with Murasame, Matt is my healer with his Matmura set, and Norlis to debuff elemental resistances. But if you have it with that OB6 plus ability, you have it much easier because those high potency debuffs per cast will benefit you a lot. And I also have Matt with level 4 overspeed, but Aerith with Camera and Tarot will be great as usual. And if you have Lock on Cloud to buff elemental damage, you'll do a lot more damage, as high potency elemental buff it's comparable with Exploit Weakness because both have 40% buff to elemental damage. But I know many people skipped Lock, so I'm not going to use it here. Same with Overspeed. I have it maxed on Cloud, but I just won't activate it. But also instead of Cloud you could use Kate Sith with his Limit Break weapon if you have it, and Kate will also be a very good lightning DPS, and he'll also apply Enfeeble. And my Tifa has Exploit Weakness weapon, but I have no banner outfits, no Arcanum, no anything on her, and also no overspeed nodes. But I'm sure with a better Tifa he can do those higher escalation levels as well. Matt has Dark Knight outfit with Gigantic Shield, and I recommend this limit break just in case to ensure that your magic defense is always buffed when you need it. Dual players for buffs and heals, Norlis to debuff elemental resistances, normal ultimate weapon, and it's a very nice free heal for when you need it. Single target cure just in case, and 2 stat sticks with heal and magic defense, and in sub-equipment slots 2 heal weapons with magic defense for allies, and Bramble Spine with heal and magic defense. I don't have any outfits for Tifa, so it's just a default one, but ideally you want to have Arcanum, Shiva, Holy Flame Gloves for DPS, Daffodil for Exploit Weakness, Ultimate Weapon, Stat Stick with magic defense and physical attack, Thunderblow for that lightning gauge, Circle Sigil in boost slot, and in sub-equipment slots Tifa has enemy launcher, event weapon with HP, and Bolt Eagle to max out physical attack. And Tifa only has this HP weapon because I have no overspeed nodes on her, otherwise she wouldn't need it. Cloud has Lightning Arcanum outfit with Judgment Bolt and Murasame for DPS. Mystic is just a stat stick, but you can have here Bahamut Sword or anything else just to boost his stats. Ultimate weapon, stat stick with magic defense, Ice Blow for that ice gauge, and Triangle Sigil in boost slots. And then sub-equipment slots, Cloud only has T03N to max out his physical attack instead of any other weapon because I didn't want to make him too strong. Alright, at the beginning of the battle, buff magic defense, and with your DPS just start damaging the boss. But on Forsaken you don't have to switch to defense because it has fixed 12,000 damage no matter if you're in offensive or defensive stance, so there's no point. But here I'm just going to wait for max stance to quickly attack, and with Matt we have to heal twice. So first heal, now second heal, and it'll be fine. And also, after this attack, don't heal. I know we are low HP, so it could be just panic heals, but it doesn't matter because now it's Heartless Angel, so everyone is at 1 HP. But just try to time your heal, and now we can very easily break this sigil phase, but I just want to heal so everyone is at least 50% HP, because now Matt has to start debuffing those resistances. Alright. And ideally if you have OB6 Nautilus, that would be already fully debuffed, but if it's below OB6 then you have to cast it a few more times. But also, one of your characters will get debuffed, that magic defense debuff, but it's random. So if it's one of the characters you don't want to get targeted, just restart the battle and maybe someone else will get, because it's RNG. But here you just want to debuff this lightning gauge in time, because after some time, even if you don't deplete it, then this gauge will disappear. But ideally you want to deplete it in time before this, because it will stun Kefka, so you have quite a lot of extra time to recover, do additional damage. That's alright, just one more heal, and I will have to debuff Elemental resistance again. We are so close. Alright, I'm pretty sure I was getting very close to the moment where this lightning gauge would disappear. Alright, just one more debuff, and I am going to cast Summons. And as usual, especially with DPS, you can activate Overspeed whenever you want to have that extra burst damage. But here, now, you have to start debuffing Elemental Resistance again. But now it will be Ice after this. Alright. I'm just going to activate Overspeed because I want to get rid of those resistance buffs very quickly and also heal back to full. Oh no, I misclicked. And there's two of those attacks, that's the second one, and he will start charging Light of Judgment. It's just two of them, so you can easily and quickly recover and just keep breaking that gauge. But for Light of Judgment, make sure that your magic defense is buffed here. Almost. So close. Heartless Angel, so after this, now you have to start healing. Because after you deplete this cage, now is the hard part. Because while he is charging that Greater Light of Judgment, and if he casts it, everyone will die because it will instantly kill everyone. But during casting this, he does all those attacks, so he's constantly attacking you. So you have to make sure that you are doing damage while also not dying yourself, so it's a little bit stressful. But on the mat, you have that free ultimate weapon, heal. It's just one time, but it can save you. That's alright, I think. One attack. Yep, one more. But yeah, that's the whole battle, and I definitely think this ending can be the most stressful part of the battle, because you're constantly being attacked and you also have to kill the boss while not dying yourself. But the other parts, those are just few attacks, but it doesn't have very difficult mechanics. It's just that ending that can be most tricky. But yeah, that is the whole battle. And I also think with Tifa and Cloud, with this team, if you have very well built Tifa with her banner weapons and limited weapons, I think it is very possible to clear level 20, but you need high overspeed or maxed out overspeed on all three characters. But yeah, that would be the whole battle, and I hope you found my guide helpful, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.